First batch of granola is done. I'm gonna make a second batch because I wanna share this with friends. And I'm actually loosely following the recipe that I saw KCB post. And it's a recipe from 11 Madison Park in New York. It's a Michelin star restaurant. And this is absolutely delicious. I didn't have all the specific ingredients that they had, so I'm kind of putting a twist on it, basically just because I'm using what I have. I'm gonna do 2 cups of oats. So you should look up that recipe. They do share it with everybody, so it's not like a secret recipe. I'm just gonna use what I have. We've got the oats, and then I'm gonna use these. These are dry toasted sliced almonds from Trader Joe's. A little bit less than a cup. I'm just gonna dump those in. This is unsweetened flake coconut. I'm just gonna put about a cup of that in. I'm gonna put shelled hemp seeds. Granola, you can put whatever you want in. So I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. You don't have to make it this sweet at all. I made the first batch way too salty. Honestly, the original recipe does call for a tablespoon of salt, and it was too much for me. I couldn't do it. So one batch has no salt, one batch has salt. I'll mix them all together, and I think it's gonna come together and be delicious. Next, I'm gonna do about a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I'm just gonna eyeball it. These are just gonna be heated up on the stove just so they kind of meld together and the sugar will be melted. I'm gonna add some olive oil. There is not a direct science to granola, I promise. All right, this is just gonna go on the stove, medium heat, just warm it up, even low heat. Once the sugar is dissolved, we're gonna incorporate everything. That took like 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna dump this on top of my dry granola mixture. And it's not gonna seem very wet in the beginning, but once you stir it, it's gonna be really good. We have a family member that makes granola and gives it to people for Christmas. Her name is Rachel. She's the best. I think she'll see this, and I just have to tell her that every time I have granola, I think about how it's never as good as her granola. She's the best granola on earth. These are the dates that we buy from Costco. I know it's backwards. It's like the worst because I film in selfie mode. All right, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of these and we just cut them up with scissors. Give that a stir. This is gonna go on my parchment lined pan. They say to put it in the oven at 300 degrees for about, I think 35 to 40 minutes. And I just check it after about 10 minutes, give it a quick toss. Yeah, this one is gonna be so different than my previous one, so I think it's gonna be good when I mix them up. This is gonna go in the oven. Batch number 2 is out of the oven. It's all cooled off. I'm gonna mix it with the first batch. I'll give it a really good mix and then fill some mason jars. Six mason jars of granola.